Hey gang, slight change in the program today. Not going to be making a video responding to people making uninformed claims or asking obtuse questions, but rather talking about the damage that people holding uninformed claims can cause. If you didn't read the title, we're talking about abortion today. Not going to be one of my fun videos. If you're looking for a more humorous video, you might want to hold off until next time. Look, I don't like abortion. I wish it never had to happen, but it does. What I like doesn't matter. A woman should have the total right to decide how her body is used on her own and weigh the circumstances that she finds herself in to decide whether to continue her pregnancy or not. If a woman decides not to continue her pregnancy for whatever reasons, be it personal, financial, or what have you, that should be her decision. This is not even getting into the safety concerns for the woman, which we'll delve into soon enough. Recently, Ohio put forth House Bill 413. Among other things, it's calling for the death penalty for anybody attempting to have or provide an abortion. Now, obviously this is so extreme it would never pass, but it just means they can compromise in such a way that make abortion illegal and still seem like they're acting on good faith arguments. This is what's known as expanding the Overton window, which is the range of politics acceptable to the mainstream population. Basically, it shifts the argument from making abortion illegal to what penalties should be given to the criminal act of abortion. Roughly 2/3 of all abortions occur within the first 8 weeks of pregnancy, with the vast majority taking place within 13 weeks. Any abortions taking place after that are almost exclusively for complications that put the health of the mother at risk. With the majority of abortions taking place so early, the embryo at that point is mostly a clump of cells. It's rarely an easy decision, but the mother should have the right to decide if she's ready and willing to continue her pregnancy. Here's where those who are uninformed but make decisions for others can result in major harm. Part of the bill states that doctors must attempt to reimplant an ectopic pregnancy into the woman's uterus. This is, simply put, medically impossible. It cannot be done. An ectopic pregnancy means the embryo has implanted itself outside of the uterus, usually in the fallopian tubes, but other places are possible. Once this has happened, that pregnancy is effectively over and the risk to the mother is exponentially increased. It is in fact the most dangerous complication for an expected mother early in the pregnancy. There is absolutely no reason for language like this to be in any legal bill because such procedures are, as I said, impossible. It's akin to anti-vax groups demanding that instead of using vaccinations, infections be treated by shrinking doctors down, injecting them into the body to fight viruses individually, going on some kind of, let's say, fantastic voyage. One of the interesting features of the bill is the language used. The term fetus comes up twice. While the authors insist on using the term unborn, either unborn human or unborn child, for the majority of the bill describing the development of the embryo prior to birth. This is a legal document. It should not be using flowery language to describe anything. I get that in colloquial language, you ask how the baby is doing for a mother who has decided to carry it to term. Very rarely do you ask, how's that fetus doing to a woman who plans to give birth? But laws should not be written with colloquial language in mind. They should be direct and precise as possible to avoid any unwanted misunderstanding. Using language like this is simply to evoke an emotional response from the readers. Candace Keller, one of the authors of the bill, is quite well known in conservative circles. She's the one who pushed for the 6-week heartbeat bill that would ban abortions after 6 weeks, often before the mother even knew she was pregnant. She derides kids who have the audacity to not enjoy being shot at, while at the same time blaming mass shootings on things like the LGBT community and not, say, easy access to firearms. Making abortion illegal does not mean it will happen less. What it will mean is that women will not have a legal and therefore safe way to obtain one. This means women will have to go to less reputable providers, the cliché back alley abortion, which is simply not a safe option. Look, you want to reduce abortion rates? Promote comprehensive sex education and easy access to contraception. If people are able to access various birth control options and know how to use them correctly, studies show there are going to be less abortions because, quite frankly, there'll be less unwanted pregnancies. If you really want to be pro-all life, make it easier to prevent pregnancies in the first place and allow women safe places to have an abortion if necessary. At least nobody can come up with anything dumber than that Ohio bill. Really? Oh, son of a